Oakland versus Purdue. Purdue opens its home floor with the confidence of a number. One team, while Oakland steps into Mackey Arena chasing belief more than odds. The Golden Grizzlies are 0-1, still finding rhythm after surrendering 121 points in their opener. The Boilermakers stand 1-0, fresh off an assertive win that reaffirmed their top-tier balance. The matchup is lopsided on paper. Purdue holds an overwhelming statistical edge and a near-total win probability, yet it's the kind of early-season test that defines whether Oakland can hang with national power. Purdue's machine runs on efficiency. The Boilermakers average 82.0 points on 47.5% shooting, powered by guard Fletcher Loyer's 30-point debut on 72.7% from the field and 70% from deep. Their interior strength is anchored by Oscar Clough's 10 boards and Daniel Jacobson's rim protection, while Braden Smith orchestrates with 11 assists and 2 steals. Oakland, meanwhile, put up 78 points on 42.2% shooting, led by Isaac Garrett's 20 on 8 for 10 accuracy and Tuburu Naivalurua's 18.5 rebounds showing. The Grizzlies moved the ball well, 11 assists to 11 turnovers. But their 121 points allowed underlying defensive instability. The contrast is clear. Purdue plays controlled, two-way basketball. Oakland must speed the game up to have any chance. Recent form favors Purdue's poise. They've won 4 of their last 5, including a composed 82-51 opener and a string of balanced March wins that showcased lineup depth and rebounding control. Oakland has dropped 2 straight, including a 121-78 blowout to Michigan that exposed transition defense and weak paint coverage. Still, their prior stretch, wins over Green Bay and Milwaukee, proved they can shoot when spacing clicks. But they now face a Purdue group that rarely gives second looks. With Edey anchoring the paint and wings collapsing quickly on loose rebounds, the Boilermakers force opponents into uncomfortable jumpers and rushed possessions. For Oakland to stay competitive, they'll need near-perfect ball movement and early rhythm shooting. Because once Purdue settles in defensively, cracks in the offense close fast. The spotlight is on the backcourts. Fletcher Loyer shined with 30 points on 8 of 11 shooting, drilling 7 threes with ease. Oakland's Garrett countered with 20 points on 80% shooting and perfection at the line. Brody Robinson added 5 assists for flow, but Purdue's Smith, with 11 assists and elite control, set the game's pace on another level. Both guards are efficient, one built on structure, the other on instinct. Loyer's rapid-fire shooting stretches defenses, while Garrett's patience lures them in before attacking. It's as much a mental chess match as a physical test, and the winner of the pace battle could decide the game. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Purdue winner. Tactically, Purdue's rebounding and perimeter control create separation. They dominate the glass 40-22 and hold teams under 42% shooting, forcing opponents to score over length. Oakland must find early rhythm from deep. Their 42.3% three-point clip is their one advantage. If Garrett and Naivalurua can stretch Purdue's defense, the Grizzlies can test rotations. Otherwise, Purdue's half-court execution and spacing will wear them down. The X factor is Clough's interior dominance. If he controls boards and kickouts, Purdue's spacing becomes overwhelming. Depth also tilts the scales. Purdue's bench brings balanced scoring from Benter and Jacobson, while Oakland's rotation tightens quickly when forced to defend for long stretches. Discipline, depth, and shot selection separate the nation's top team from a rebuilding one. Purdue's balance on both ends, from Loyer's shooting to Smith's orchestration, should secure another confident home statement. Oakland's resilience and shooting could flash early, but Purdue's size, execution, and composure will close the door late. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 152.5. Georgia State Panthers versus Cincinnati Bearcats. The stage is set at Fifth Third Arena for a lopsided early season matchup as the Georgia State Panthers, 0-1, 0-1 away, visit the Cincinnati Bearcats, 1-0, 1-0 home. One program is rebuilding, the other reloading, and the difference shows in the numbers. Cincinnati carries overwhelming momentum with a 98% win probability, while Georgia State enters still seeking its first victory. For the Panthers, this is a test of resilience against a team built to contend in the Big 12. For the Bearcats, it's about proving early dominance and staying sharp in a season with bigger ambitions. Cincinnati's profile is balanced and explosive. 94.0 points per game, 54.2% shooting, and 20 assists show a team that moves the ball with precision. They also win the physical battles, out-rebounding opponents 38-38 and forcing 11 steals per game. In contrast, Georgia State averages just 49.0 points on 29.3% shooting, struggling from deep 30.4% and from the stripe 66.7%. The Panthers' 38 rebounds and 10 assists per game indicate effort, but offensive rhythm is missing. Jelani Hamilton leads with 13.0 points and 37.5% shooting, supported by Anthony Eno's 8 boards and 3 steals. Cincinnati counters with a star trio: Baba Miller, 18 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 77.8% field goal, Sean Abayev, 18 points per game, and Kerr Kriisa, 4 assists, giving the Bearcats both scoring and distribution dominance. The defining theme: Cincinnati's polished offense meets Georgia State's search for identity. Recent form tilts the momentum even further. Georgia State dropped its opener 71-49 to Eastern Michigan, continuing a 5-game slide that dates back to last season. Offensive struggles remain the pattern. They've scored under 80 in every recent outing. Cincinnati, meanwhile, has won 4 of its last 5, highlighted by a 94-63 season-opening blowout of Western Carolina. The Bearcats' tempo, spacing, and defensive pressure have elevated, showing a team already comfortable executing its system. Georgia State's inconsistency contrasts sharply with Cincinnati's rhythm and poise. The star duel centers on Hamilton versus Miller, a clash of styles and stature. Hamilton, a perimeter scorer, thrives on mid-range control and efficient free throw shooting, 83.3%, while Miller dominates inside with physical rebounding, touch around the rim, and elite efficiency. Hamilton will need help from Eno, whose 8.0 rebounds and 3.0 steals show defensive spark. But Miller's 10 boards, paired with Tyler McKinley's 2 blocks, make Cincinnati's front court a fortress. The contrast is stark: finesse versus force, containment versus power. Yet the outcome may hinge on pace. If Hamilton's tempo and spacing can stretch the floor, it could neutralize Cincinnati's size advantage and turn the game into a test of execution rather than strength. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Cincinnati winner. Tactically, this matchup hinges on pace and pressure. Cincinnati's half-court execution and transition defense can smother a Georgia State team still developing offensive chemistry. The Bearcats move the ball smartly, convert second-chance points, and force turnovers, all areas where Georgia State struggles. The Panthers must slow tempo, attack the glass, and rely on defensive stops to stay close. Bench depth also leans Cincinnati's way, with multiple double-digit scorers available beyond the starting 5. The X factor could be perimeter shooting. If Georgia State finds rhythm early, they can hang around. If not, Cincinnati will break it open before halftime. Cincinnati's superior efficiency, ball control, and defensive structure should dictate every phase. Expect the Bearcats to dominate the boards, push tempo, and exploit Georgia State's shooting woes. The Bearcats flex their balance and depth, delivering another convincing statement at home. Prediction: total pick for this match is under 155.5. Sam Houston versus Texas Tech. This one tips off under the bright lights in Lubbock, and the contrast couldn't be sharper. The 10th-ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders return home 1-0, standing tall in the Big 12, while Sam Houston steps in from Conference CUA also at 1-0, but as a heavy underdog. The matchup predictor gives the Bearcats just a 3.8% chance to pull off the upset, a number that perfectly captures the uphill climb they face inside United Supermarkets Arena. For Tech, it's a chance to validate their top 10 ranking and extend early season rhythm. For Sam Houston, it's the kind of game that can redefine a program's confidence. The numbers set the tone. Texas Tech averages 98.0 points per game on 40.2% shooting, backed by a rugged 59.0 boards and 20 assists. Christian Anderson drives the offense with 34 points, 11 assists, and 4 steals, while Donovan Atwell adds 22 points and high-efficiency shot-making from deep. Nolan Groves is a force on the glass with 16 rebounds and 6 offensive boards, anchoring Tech's second-chance production. Sam Houston comes in at 95.0 points on 44.7% shooting with balanced contributions from Jacoby Coleman, 17 points, 53.3% FG, Jacob Walker, 13 points, 5 assists, and Kashi Nat, 11 rebounds. The Bearcats move the ball well, 19 assists per game, but their defensive rim protection and size will be severely tested by Tech's interior power and rebounding muscle. Recent form suggests two programs trending upward, but in different gears. Sam Houston enters off a 95-59 rout of Leetew, their offense free-flowing with 9 players scoring. They've been steady over their last 5, with multiple wins over UTEP and NMSU, showing consistency, but a defense that can wobble against size and pace. Tech's opening 98-60 victory over Lynn showcased depth and discipline. Anderson's command and Groves' dominance on the boards revealed a team already in mid-season rhythm. Both teams are 1-0, but Texas Tech's balance between transition firepower and rebounding control projects stronger sustainability. All eyes will fall on Anderson and Coleman, 2 guards dictating entirely different tempos. Anderson, the pure playmaker, shot 47.8% from the field and 81.8% from the line while facilitating nearly every Red Raider possession. His blend of scoring and distribution makes him the center of Tech's offensive gravity. Coleman, by contrast, plays compact and efficient, 8 for 15 shooting with smart mid-range decisions. He leads by rhythm, not pace, and if he finds space against Tech's switching defense, Sam Houston can hang around longer than expected. What makes this duel compelling is how each player manipulates flow. Anderson accelerates the game to exploit mismatches, while Coleman slows it to surgical precision, forcing defenders to react rather than anticipate. The winner of that tempo tug-of-war could ultimately decide who controls the narrative in the closing minutes. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Texas Tech winner. The tactical contrast defines this matchup. Tech wants tempo, rebounding, and spacing. Fast outlets from Groves to wings like Atwell and Petty. Their switching defense thrives on closing lanes and forcing pull-up jumpers. Sam Houston's path is precision, controlled possessions, limiting turnovers, and forcing Tech to defend later in the shot clock. The Bearcats must win the perimeter efficiency battle and control the boards against a much taller rotation. Bench depth tilts toward Tech, whose reserves add size and energy, while Sam Houston's rotation tightens in crunch time. The Red Raiders' rebounding control and offensive balance overwhelm the Bearcats by the second half. Anderson's playmaking and Groves' inside dominance stretch the gap beyond recovery. Sam Houston will battle with heart, but Tech's tempo, depth, and discipline define this one, the kind of early statement that keeps a top 10 team rolling. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 150.5. Utah Tech Trailblazers versus Arizona Wildcats. Utah Tech enters McHale Memorial Center undefeated at 2-0, but the challenge now escalates dramatically as they visit number 13 Arizona, a powerhouse fresh off a statement win to open its campaign. The Wildcats have the home crowd, the depth, and a staggering 99% win probability backing them. Yet Utah Tech carries confidence after back-to-back victories to begin its Western Athletic slate. The contrast couldn't be sharper. The Trailblazers' early momentum meets Arizona's high-octane Big 12 machine in a test of tempo, toughness, and belief. Arizona's balance and athleticism headline this matchup. The Wildcats average 93.0 points per game while allowing 87.0, driven by a smooth 49.2% shooting mark and 41 rebounds per contest. Utah Tech has been explosive in its own right, 95.5 points per game on 48% from the floor, but the competition level rises sharply here. The Trailblazers rebound at a clip of 49.5 boards per night, an impressive number that underscores their aggressiveness on the glass, but they'll need to turn that strength into efficient second-chance scoring against Arizona's size. Assists, 14.0 for Utah Tech, 15.0 for Arizona, and blocks, 7.0 versus 5.0 show competitive spirit, yet turnovers, Utah Tech's 7.0 versus Arizona's 8.0 could be decisive. The core contrast lies in Polish versus ambition, Arizona's elite finishing and poise against Utah Tech's youthful, fast-paced attack. Recent form paints two narratives. Utah Tech has started strong with 2 wins, a 110-65 rout of BTHS and an 81-77 overtime thriller over SDAK. Their offense flows through Ethan Potter's interior rhythm, while dominant rebounding has defined their early season identity. Arizona has carried its preseason momentum into a 93-87 win over Florida, reinforcing its reputation for fast starts at home. The Wildcats' balanced attack and efficient execution highlight a team already in sync. Still, Utah Tech brings energy and rhythm, traits that could make things interesting if Arizona eases into the game. The marquee matchup features Arizona's Koa Pete and Utah Tech's Ethan Potter. Pete dominated with 30 points on 61% shooting, adding 7 boards, 5 assists, and 3 steals, a complete modern forward. Potter counters with 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game, thriving on efficiency and interior control. Still, Pete's mix of power and agility poses a major test. With Bradley's 27 points and Karchenkov's double-double support, Arizona holds the deeper, more versatile lineup, while Utah Tech leans on Trujillo's rebounding and playmaking to back Potter's offense. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Arizona winner. The matchup unfolds as a test of pace and control. Utah Tech thrives when the game turns free-flowing, using quick ball reversals and active rebounding to create early offense. Arizona, however, excels in structured bursts, disciplined spacing, purposeful passing, and defensive rotations that collapse lanes before opponents can exploit them. The Wildcats' transition speed, led by Bradley and Pete, punishes turnovers, while Utah Tech's challenge will be sustaining composure under pressure. Bench depth and late-game experience tilt strongly toward Arizona, which has proven closers and system reliability. Utah Tech's bench has energy but lacks proven scorers beyond its top trio. In the final analysis, Arizona's offensive precision and rebounding discipline should separate the teams after halftime. Utah Tech's fight will keep it competitive early, but the Wildcats' combination of star power, spacing, and defensive maturity projects too overwhelming across 40 minutes. Expect Arizona to pull away behind Pete's inside dominance and Bradley's control of tempo. Arizona's superior execution and home court rhythm make the difference in a statement win that reinforces its top 15 ranking and sends Utah Tech home wiser and tougher for conference play ahead. Prediction: Total pick for this match is over 161.5. Pepperdine versus UCLA, its opening week, and the 12th-ranked Bruins step into Pauley Pavilion carrying the weight of expectation and a 98.7% win projection against a Pepperdine team eager to prove that numbers don't tell the whole story. Both squads open their seasons 1-0, but they arrive from very different realities. UCLA is the perennial powerhouse of the Big Ten, retooled yet composed, while Pepperdine, fifth in the West Coast early table, is still shaping its identity under pressure. For UCLA, it's about setting a tone for a ranked campaign. For Pepperdine, it's a chance to shock the system and test themselves against a national standard. Statistically, the gap is unmistakable. UCLA's balanced start produced 80 points per game on 47.1% shooting with 35 rebounds, 19 assists, and just 8 turnovers, numbers that reflect poise and spacing. Pepperdine counters with 88 points per game, but on a less efficient 53.2% clip, relying heavily on tempo and perimeter rhythm. Their 44 rebounds show size and hustle, but turnovers 14 remain a vulnerability. Donovan Dent drives UCLA's offense with 21 points, 9 assists, and 100% from the stripe, commanding the floor with precision. Tyler Bilodeau, 19 points, 6 rebounds, and Xavier Booker, 14 points, 7 rebounds, round out a front line that's both mobile and physical. Pepperdine's spark comes from Aaron Clark's 14 points and 4 steals, Pavle Stasic's 13 points and 7 rebounds, and Styles Phipps' 5 assists, a trio that gives the Waves energy and flow. This matchup shapes up as UCLA's defensive organization against Pepperdine's fluid ball movement, structure versus speed. Momentum favors the Bruins. Their last 5 outings show steady rhythm. Wins over Eastern Washington, 80-74, and USC, 80-63, surrounding competitive losses that tightened their resolve. Pepperdine's last 5 include a mix of highs and growing pains, an 88-80 win over LPU, and competitive defeats to St. Mary's and Oregon State, proving they can score but still struggle to close. UCLA's control in rebounding and transition defense stands out, while Pepperdine's attack thrives only when tempo dictates terms. The headline duel features Donovan Dent and Aaron Clark, 2 guards who define contrasting styles. Dent orchestrates UCLA's offense with deliberate pace and clinical precision, balancing scoring and playmaking with a 47.1% field goal mark and an imposing 9-to-1 assist-turnover edge. Clark, a disruptor by nature, brings energy and unpredictability with his blend of slashing drives and defensive aggression, tallying 4 steals and 50% from deep. If Clark ignites Pepperdine early, the Waves could ride emotion into contention. If Dent controls pace, UCLA will grind them down possession by possession, imposing their structured rhythm and forcing half-court execution where their depth and discipline consistently overwhelm opponents. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is UCLA winner. Tactically, UCLA holds the inside track. Their spacing, rebounding discipline, and low turnover rate complement a system built on layered ball screens and defensive rotations that erase mismatches. Pepperdine must counter through perimeter efficiency, quick outlets, secondary breaks, and bold shot-making from Clark and Stasic. The X factor is Booker's interior presence. His 85.7% shooting and rebounding touch stretch the floor in ways Pepperdine's frontcourt may not handle. Bench depth and experience tilt sharply toward UCLA, and in a late-game setting, their poise should prevail. The Bruins' composure and control should overpower Pepperdine's enthusiasm. Expect a competitive first half before UCLA's depth and defensive rotations smother the Waves. This feels less like an upset alert and more like an early statement, the kind of performance that reinforces why UCLA sits comfortably among the nation's elite. Prediction: Total pick for this match is under 156.5.